Let's talk about inflection point. So what is an inflection point? If you have a curve, concave up, concave down, this is an inflection point. If you have concave down, concave up, this is an inflection point. So we have this equation for a curve fx equals x cubed minus 6x squared plus 4x plus 12. Let's test for an inflection point for this curve. What we do first is we find the first derivative. We get 3x squared minus 12x plus 4. Then we find the second derivative. We get 6x minus 12. Now if we look at the FE handbook, to test for an inflection point, it says the second derivative is 0 for x at that point, and second derivative changes sign as x increases through x equal a. So first thing is second derivative equals 0. So let's solve for this when second derivative is 0. So when second derivative is 0, we get 6x minus 12 equals 0. So we get 6x equal 2. So at x equal 2, we have second derivative equals 0. This is 2. Now the next thing that the FE handbook says is if f of second derivative changes sign as x increases through x equal a. So what this means is if this is your f of x is 0 here for x equal 2. If f of x changes sign for other values of x here and here, if f of x is, let's see here, f of x is 0, second derivative is 0. For other values of x, if it changes sign, let's say this is negative here and positive here, or positive here and negative here, then this is an inflection point. So let's see how that looks like. So we will pick a number smaller than x equal to 2 and larger than x equal to 2. So we will pick x equal 1 and x equal 3 and solve for second derivative. So f second derivative of 1 gives us minus 6. So as you can see, this is negative. For x second derivative at 3, we get 18 minus 12 equal 6. And we see here it's plus, which means x equal to 2 is an inflection point. Now if we look at the curve, if we plot this, if we look at the curve, we see that indeed at x equal to 2, it changes from concave down to concave up. So x equal to 2 is the inflection point. So just to recap, the first thing we do for the equation is we find the second derivative, set it to 0 and solve for x. We get x equal to 2. Then we pick a number smaller than x equal to 2 and solve for x second derivative. We get a negative number. And then we pick a number greater than x equal to 2. We picked 3. And then again we solve for second derivative and we found a positive number. If this changes sign from negative to positive or positive to negative, then we can say that this is the inflection point. So that's how you do it.